Alright, now for this next segment, I'm just gonna try my best to uh, remember the most important things, because if I wanted to say it all, I would be reading from my journal directly. I have three journals actually. The very first one states as, as it is going to be said here, not in my direct words, because when I was while I was writing, I was every bit of 14 or 15 when I started writing my journal, and that was my way to deal with the issues that was going on before me. I'm not sure what's wrong. I'm having issues now with the settings here all of a sudden, but that was my way of getting rid of everything that was going on, and because of the fact that, yes, basically I was always talking to myself. Um, so I mean, that's clearly that side of my family that suffers from skits, mild skits. Of course, my people are going into the more serious areas of it as we get older. I think I'm the only one who came out okay. I'm not quite there, but I'm okay. Um, when things like what happened to us happen, it's traumatization, and then it's just crazy, man. I mean, it's just enough to mess you up, and that's why I struggle with my two. I was lied to about kids many times, but the two that I claim as mine, I try not to mess up their lives with anything that I had went through or whatever. I'm trying to be the perfect parent, which is impossible. I know that, but that's the way I try to do. My story starts back when I was 5. Actually, my story starts before I was 5. As I was told, and as I was shown, as I read, I was every bit of a baby. I don't know whether I was a newborn or what, but like I said, I was a preemie. That means, you're, for the most part, you're small, malnutrition, you're little, you come early. It's really basically what that means. So you're not fully developed. My mom didn't. I mean, I'm just going to put it in my own words, and you take what you want to from it. Just as I got older, I had to learn to deal with the choices that were made, and this is my way of dealing with it. I had to see things in a different light, a different way, and say different aspects of the situation, different wordings, or you know. So basically, I was given up 2 times as a baby. I don't know about when or what age, but it shows the documentation that I was given up 2 times as a baby. I was born in Children's Hospital in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, which I don't know if it's even there anymore. I don't know what's going on there. It's been years since I've been to Oklahoma. My God, I'm trying to get back there. Things were just so much easier, and I just feel, man, I don't know, it's no place like home. From Louisiana on over here to Texas, I mean, things are just not the same. People are not the same. People don't treat you or talk to you the same. It's way different. There was plenty of whites in Oklahoma. Oh my God, yes, there was. They're different. They're not too different, but they're different also. Now, we'll talk about that later. I wouldn't do nothing, and as far as picking up weight, eating, all of this, I wouldn't do none of that. I've always been a skinny person, little, small frame, thin. You can see my bones, see my veins, see my, I've always been that way. I pick up every now and then I lose it back. My metabolism is high, and for the most part, I try to, lift weights, so to speak. I put bricks on my chest and lift them and all that. I mean, everybody from Zonkisha used to go in the neighborhoods on Keisha Rowland, but oh my God, what is her name? Oh my God, I got your face in my head and don't remember your name. Was another girl that used to stay out there right in the same neighborhood. I mean, they see us out in the backyard, uh, lifting weights, lifting bricks, and all that type of stuff. But I just fast forward years and years. My story, back to my story. So yeah, I was giving up, and for the most part, I was beaten, also misused, um, verbally abused. Um, they say it wasn't abuse because I got hit with a hall stick and also extension cord. And the extension cord extended itself to my private parts also. Wow. But today's world, things like that go on and it's nothing, 5 years ago, things went like that and it was nothing. So, I don't even know whether to call it abuse or not. But at that time, it was a little too much for, me, And mom was pretty much depressed and just couldn't handle nobody. I mean, her schooling was off because she had us, at an early age. She had kids at 18, which means that she was actually pregnant at 17. How everything went, I don't know. I don't know nothing about my mom and her grandma's history, whether they were good, bad. I don't know nothing about all that. All I know is whatever between them happened, and her and my dad split. I get two different stories from both of them, and she say it's his fault, he say it's her fault. She was cheating. He had to leave her, didn't want to, touch the woman, which I had the same thing. I don't want to touch a woman either. So I don't know whose fault it is. All I know is, they split up, and basically he left us to fend for ourselves. And my big brother, that's his only point. I mean, you talk to him and he don't care what. He's only gonna say that not my oldest brother, but the next to the older is gonna express the feeling that my dad left me. So I mean, either way it goes, everybody was pretty much abandoned in one way or another, and we were always left at the house by ourselves. And the most memorable things that I remember was not only my beatings, but the fact that my mom got herself in a lot of trouble also. I don't know how serious it was, but all I know is she'd run out. We all remember her running out the door, screaming, yelling, and throwing stuff at our stepdad's wrecker, stepdad's car. So I don't know whether I don't know how physical it was. I don't know that. I don't remember mom with a black eye or busted lip. Or then again, yes, I do remember her bleeding, but not serious. So she took that out on us, and we don't know the story on that. Whether she was, I'd like to meet one of my siblings that do know the story on that, because I don't know whether she was actually cheating or whatever. I know what my dad told me when I went down there 3 years ago to visit. I know what he said. I don't know what actually took place. Whatever happened, she decided that it would be best to be aggressive with us, and I was the smallest one. I was the oldest boy, but I was the smallest one, and I was the one given the most, wanted the most attention, needed the most attention. I wasn't eating, I wasn't getting well. There was so much that I was not doing, including crying so much. So I'm clearly the one who needed the most attention, and that just wasn't happening with mom. Mom could not handle that. Nerve-wracking little boy. So yeah, I learned how to eat right also. I learned how to eat properly. Things I'm trying to teach my daughter is she needs to eat. Whenever she says she wants something, go ahead and eat it. I make her eat a little bit, but I don't make her eat it all. I understand about what it takes to not want something and be made to eat it. You see, when I didn't want something, I was made to eat it because money don't grow on trees, Ricky. We've all heard that saying, and it's true. Hell, they got money trees though, but I'd simply, be made to eat stuff like eggs, and I didn't like eggs at the time. So, uh, I'd go ahead and, you know, let them come up.